Well, hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day and welcome to our rebroadcast. I wanted to jump on spontaneously and just hang out with you guys for a few minutes, talk about Valentine's Day, and talk about book boyfriends. So who is your bookish boo? Go ahead, hit up the DMs and let me know which character you absolutely love. Hey, thanks so much for joining. Today we are talking all about book boyfriends and Valentine's Day. So let me know who you are in the comments below as you are jumping on, and thank you so much for joining me. I am thrilled to pieces because I have not one, not two, but like a billion bookish boyfriends. Hi Alexis, thanks for joining. Let me know who is your book boo. And today we're going to be talking about some fun book boyfriends. My personal favorite is from, and yes, we are talking about my books today. My personal favorite is from Golden. I am absolutely such a huge fan of Dove Bear. And bring your books to New York. Hey, listen, I very well may be there in June. I'm not too far from New York, so that's kind of just a train ride or a bus ride away. So that's pretty awesome. I would love to come hang out in New York. Where in New York are you? My bookish boyfriend, my favorite, if I'm choosing from my own books, definitely Dove Bear from my Goldilocks and the Three Bears retelling. I adore him, and that's all I have to say about that. I adore him. We also have, because I have books in my lap right now, we also have Roan Diamond from the Jada duology, and Lucas Montgomery as well. He's in there. He's a fan favorite. If you have followed me along with what I do with my books, you know that Lucas was not supposed to be in these books. He kind of wormed his way into everyone's hearts and into my book. So we've got lots of things there. I'm actually working on a little special something for the follow-up to this, which comes out pretty dang soon, but I can't tell you when yet. Alexis happens to be a fan of Silas, who is Dove's best friend in the Golden Trilogy. Book Expo is happening here in May. Let me know if you are interested. Listen, I have somebody trying to get me into Expo right now. If you can get me into Expo, I will be there. Contact me, DM me. We will make this happen. I would love to come up for Expo. I feel like that would be so much fun. Hey, thanks so much for joining. We're talking about Valentine's Day and bookish boos, bookish boyfriends, bookish girlfriends. Let me know who you absolutely love. We happen to be chatting about my books for a few seconds, and then I'm going to tell you some of my book boyfriends who are not my own characters. We also have, from my books, from the Legends Chronicles, we've got Spider, who is a hacker. It is my young adult retelling of Little Miss Muffet, which so fun. It's a hacker retelling. I love it. Spider is snarky, and Sissy's here. Sissy actually really likes Spider. He's pretty interesting. We've got some cool things coming from the Legends Chronicles soon, so I cannot wait to share that with you, but it's top secret for now. But I will say I've got something really, really cool planned. And then I also have, for you guys, I'm really excited about this one, we have Royce from Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which is my Sleeping Beauty retelling with a virtual reality twist. Nope, wrong one. I was going to say Goldilocks. Sleeping Beauty gets stuck inside of a virtual reality game, and her prince, who is a golden knight inside the virtual reality world, has to come in and help her beat the game in order to wake her up in the real world and save her. So, fun things there. This one comes out on the 20th, which I'm so excited about. Pre-orders are like crazy right now. I hope you will take advantage of getting your hands on a copy of Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which is coming out in just a few days. Sissy says it's a great retelling to Virtually Sleeping Beauty. I know it's your favorite. That one is your favorite. Yes, to Spider. Hey, thanks for joining. Today we're talking about Valentines. We're talking about Valentines and bookish boyfriends, bookish boos. So let me know in the comments who your favorite bookish boyfriend, girlfriend, or bookish boo is. We talked just for a second about my books because, we're going to talk about my books. I think that's so much fun. But I am going to tell you a little bit about some of my book boyfriends who are not my characters. Thanks, guys, so much for joining. I love seeing you here. Let me know what your name is, because some of you I know personally. Some of you, I don't know your first names, and your names don't necessarily reflect that, or it's a little hard for me to tell which is first, which is last. You know the drill. Just let me know who you are so I can talk to you personally instead of your screen name there. And also, thank you for the hearts. So, I've been talking all day long with my fans through my posts on social media here on Instagram and over on Facebook, and I've been asking, who is your bookish boyfriend? And I've gotten a lot of different answers. I have heard Peter from the Hunger Games. I have heard I'm totally blanking. Nikolai from something that I don't remember. Sorry, Connie. All sorts of fun things. I will say that as far as Hunger Games is concerned, I am a fan of, oh, sorry, I just read a comment. I'm a fan of Gale. I'm Team Gale, except for that last little twist that she threw in there, so it was a very clear choice for Katniss. I'm not a Peeta fan. Sorry, guys, I know a lot of you are. Sissy says, out of your couples, probably Rora and Royce. In general, definitely Morpheus and Alyssa from Splintered, which I still have not read yet. And Alexis is team that as well. Hi, Jess, thanks for joining. We are talking bookish boyfriends, Valentine's Day. We're chatting about my books, and we're kind of hanging out and having some fun. So let me know, what couples do you like? You are more than welcome to say my couples, or you can say other couples. I am a fan of 4 from Divergent. Can I get a yes and amen for 4 from Divergent? I'm a big fan. I know Charlotte is not here. My friend Charlotte reads things. She is a fan of Eric from Divergent. Don't ask me why, but she is. We tend to have a lot of fun going back and forth because I'm definitely a fan of 4, and she's definitely a fan. Sissy says Tobias is love. Yes, Tobias Eaton is love. What I think I read some one of those little meme things that said Tobias Eaton spelled backwards is like perfection in a language I just made up or something like that, and I feel like that just defines exactly what I'm thinking right now. Sissy liked Gale until the end too. Yeah, I'm definitely team Gale. Oh, your favorite is Daenerys Targaryen. Oh, yes, I love Game of Thrones. Absolutely, such a fan. I just love Game of Thrones. We could talk about Game of Thrones forever. Like, so much to say there. Wesley and Buttercup Jess says, that is from Princess Bride, I do believe. I've seen that a couple times, but it's been a really, really long time. Don't hate me, Jess. I probably shouldn't have admitted that. Tavi and Katie? I don't know. Codex Alera. I have never heard of that, Jess. I have never heard of that. You will have to tell me what that's about later and remind me, because I'm probably going to forget to look that up. Remind me to look that up later. But yes. So I love 4 from Divergent. I am a big fan of Cole from Branded, which is a Sinner series, which I call the next Hunger Games in Divergent. Like, I don't know why this doesn't have a movie series yet. I love that series. I have not read the last book. I'm a horrible person. It came out over the summer. It was a surprise release, and I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. But I need to do that as soon as I'm finished writing the 18 books I'm currently writing. Not even joking on that one. There are so many releases I have this year. Speaking of that top secret one that I haven't really formally announced yet, but the publisher announced, and so it's out there and floating around. You can learn a little bit about that. And I'm opening the World Portal later on next week, and I will be formally announcing that one. But it is the book I wrote in 9.5 days back at the beginning of January, and it's going to be major. So stick around for that announcement, because I just told you way more than I was going to tell you at all. So ta-da, you got some out of me. So I'm a big fan of going back to book boyfriends. I'm trying to stay on topic here. Give me a shout out, guys. I know there's more of you here than they're answering right now. Tell me who you absolutely love in the book world. Who's your favorite ship? Who's your favorite couple? Let me know who you adore. I am a big fan of Cole and Lexi from Branded. If you have not looked that up, Abby Kettner and Missy Kiki. And it's just such a good series. You gotta check it out. What else? I'm definitely a fan of Katniss and Gale, which doesn't bode well for me and my love of ships that aren't successful in the end. I don't know. You know who I love? I love the Selection series, but I am not a Maxon fan. I am a fan of Aspen. I am definitely Team Aspen there. I read a comment and that totally tripped me up there. Thank you, dear. Definitely a fan of Aspen. I am American Aspen all the way. I think she ended up with the wrong person. Sadness, but let me know. What do you guys think? I'll go away, sissy. No Aspen. Aspen was best. Alexis, you can go away too. Seriously. See, here's the thing. Sissy doesn't like Roan in the Jaded duology. She likes Lucas. And here's the deal, darling. You've got your people mixed up, because Maxon is very much Roan and Aspen is very much Lucas. That's all I'm saying. Hold on, I gotta scroll back up. Let me see what I missed here. My favorite ship that never sailed, the Darkling and Alina. Alina? I don't know how to say that. Sometimes I make names up. Maxon all the way. Aspen is a no. You're wrong, Alexis. You're wrong. That's okay. You can have your own opinion. I will keep Aspen for myself. He showed up belatedly with his feelings, and he just realized at the most convenient time. Yeah, but, see, I'm not a fan of Maxon, though. Like, through the entire thing, I am not a fan of Maxon. Oh, there's Charlotte showing up in my notifications. Jane Grey and Eddie Russet from Shades of Grey. Okay. Waving. I think that's waving. I don't know. You've only watched season 1 of Game of Thrones. Need some serious catching up to do. Ooh, you are behind. We're gonna not talk about that because I don't want to do any, like, spoilers, but we should definitely, at some point, form just a giant group Game of Thrones watching party before the final season comes out next year. I hear it's gonna be next April 2019, but who knows? I don't know. I love Dany, though. I'm a big fan of Dany. But I also have some other favorites in that show, which I'm not going to talk about because that would be a whole live broadcast of that. Jess has not watched Game of Thrones or read them. Listen, the books are massive. Like, I have not read them. I have friends who have read them, and they're massive. Tate Collins and Miles Archer from Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, too. Yes, you are up for a Game of Thrones chat. That's okay. You know what, sweetie? Not everybody has watched Game of Thrones. That's not a big deal. I only recently started watching that because I had Alexis actually was watching it and she just raved about it and she sucked me in and she ended up watching me watch it. So I would tell her what was happening and she'd just be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And she would try to fake me out and give me some false leads there and see if she could mess with my head. So that was kind of an interesting experience. And now, thank goodness, she and I are at the same place and she can't try to mess with me anymore. She's got the little pound it sign there, so yes. I think that's what that is. Yes. Okay, I actually had to lean forward to check that. Hey, it worked a bit. It did work a bit for you misleading me just a little bit because I used to trust you once upon a time. Not so much anymore. I still love you, but I don't trust you. Alright, let's talk book boyfriends, our favorite book ships. Tell me who you absolutely love. You got into them thanks to Freedom. Hey, listen, Freedom and Charlotte and I talk about the show all the time. We kind of like have these conversations as we're watching them together. It's super, super fun. So she's a great one to talk with about it. I don't even know what I said there. That's okay. That's okay. Woo! Alright, so let's talk. Let's talk about Valentine's Day. What plans do we have? What are you guys doing today? Who are you showing a little extra love to? Let's talk about how we're sharing the hearts today. I am doing a lot of writing, so I'm spending a lot of time with my bookish boyfriends because I have some deadlines that I have to make. And I am hanging out with my family a little bit later today, and we're going to do like a nice dinner and all sorts of fun, fabulous things. So I'm excited for it. I'm also doing a crazy parade of Bookstagram images with little hearts and pretty Valentine's Day things. So I'm really excited that I get to share my love of love through social media. Jess says, it's not based on a book series, but The Librarians on TNT is fantastic. It's on season 4, but I think they're available to stream from anywhere. My goodness. Okay, so I have not watched that show, but I know that, I think his name is Christian Kane. I hope I got that right. He was on a show called Leverage that I adored, and he actually was in a show like years and years and years ago called Close to Home, I think, that I loved. So I'm a big fan of his, and I feel like at some point I should probably dive into that series too. Says he already celebrated. She got to spend the day in Boston, and I saw pictures of that. It looked like she had so much fun. I'm jealous. Can you DM me later to ask a question? Absolutely, dear. Anytime. So yes, we are talking about Valentine's Day and all sorts of fun and fabulous heart-shaped wonderfulness things. I don't know what I'm saying, but go ahead. Tell me what you are doing for Valentine's Day. Sorry if you were watching the rebroadcast over on YouTube there. I am screen recording right now so I can put it over on YouTube, and that it means that I get my notifications up at the top of my screen. So apologies for things that just kind of show up. It dates it. It's okay. Christian is on there. You love Close to Home. Yes, okay, so I got the name right. I loved that show. I thought that was so good, and I was so sad when it ended. And what happened to his character, which we're not going to say, in case anybody wants to dive in and actually watch that. Wait, it was Close to Home, the rescue show. So it was about, what was she, like a DA? And she had to, gosh, oh my gosh, she had to, like, I feel like she was a DA type thing, and she had to prosecute the bad guys, and it usually involved, like, children and things like that. It had, oh gosh, what's her name? I remember her character's name. I do remember her character's name. She's now, the girl who played her, the main girl, is now on a show that I think just got canceled on CBS. She was a lawyer. Yeah, she was a lawyer or something. Yeah, maybe it was a lawyer. Oh, maybe it was a lawyer. That could be it. This was so long ago, I don't even remember. Look it up, sissy. It was actually a really, really good show. No, wait, that was Rescue 77 or 77. He was in that and played Wick Lobo. Well, I didn't know that. I guess I'm gonna have to look that up, too. Alright, since we're on it, let's do this. Let's talk about the actors that we like to watch. So, hit me, favorite actors and actresses, because it's all about the love today, right? Let me know what you guys are absolutely loving on. Kinda wish Yentl was here. I think she's in class right now, but we would have lots of fun things to say if she were here. It was canceled. Everything is canceled, dear. I feel like all the good shows, they just keep canceling, and it makes me so sad. I was just talking about, I don't know if you guys remember this. Do you remember a show called Covert Affairs? It was on USA a couple of years ago. It was about a girl who was in the CIA, and I just loved that show, and they up and canceled it. They did not even give me a conclusion. I was so heartbroken because I just adored the lead guy and the lead girl in it, and I was so sad. I was definitely talking about that this morning with Yentl, actually. So fun times there. But go ahead, hit me up in those comments and let me know which actors and actresses you like to follow and what movies we are thinking are perfect for Valentine's Day. Hey, there's a great segue, right? Let me know what you are absolutely loving on watching for Valentine's Day or at some point around Valentine's Day, because we know we're all busy today. We don't have time for movies, right? Sometimes, maybe. I don't know. I watched a couple of seasons, but not all of them. I love The Blind Guy. I know. Okay, so we're talking about Covert Affairs. Covert Affairs was about the CIA, the girl who joined the CIA, and her handler was a blind man named Augie Anderson, and I was in love with him. I still love him. Chris Gorham is the actor who played him. I definitely fan cast him in my very first series that I ever wrote that is not public, and you guys probably won't ever see. Although, I will say, when I was discussing it this morning with Yentl, I got this inspirational moment where I just wanted to, like, rip that book to shreds and then redo it and then give it to all of you, and he is definitely one of the characters in there. I adored him, and I adore him in everything he's in, so yes. Sissy adores Tom Hiddleston, Charlie Cox, and Chris Hemsworth. Okay, alright, we like that. I will say that my elites and I do love to have conversations like this. It's super, super fun, and sometimes pictures are involved. My favorite actress, named Lana Parrilla. Oh, yes! She's on the ABC television series Once Upon a Time, which is Disney characters, but this whole series has a twist to it. Yes, I didn't read all of that correctly, but that is, like, my favorite show. I love Once Upon a Time. If you couldn't tell by me being the queen of retellings over here, I adore that, and Lana Parrilla is, like, my favorite. I adore her, and it's so interesting to hear her talk when she's not in character, because her voice is so much higher in real life than it is when she's playing Regina. Now, P.S., how sad are we that it's canceled now? They're just gonna wrap up this season, and that's the end. Sadness. But I love that show. And Regina, the best. The best. Pictures are the best. Yes, pictures are the best. And Alexa says, Once Upon a Time, Hook. And Lana is amazing. And Colin O'Donoghue. And Milo, yes. And This Is Us. I am a huge fan of This Is Us. He was also in Gilmore Girls and Heroes. Loved, loved, loved Milo. He's the best. Alexis did not watch Once Upon a Time after they changed it, so this past season she did not see. Yeah, I kind of feel like I wish that they had ended it and then rebooted it with the actual person that plays Henry, not this new person, but whatever. I take what I can get. Hook fans, which are apparently called hookers, which is fun. That's fun to say. Oops. There we go. My computer just went to sleep, but I'm recording on it, so I had to wake it back up. Luke and Lorelai, yes! Gilmore Girls, I am such a fan of Gilmore Girls. Can I get a yes and amen for Gilmore Girls? Let me know if you absolutely love it. Are you Team Jess, Team Dean, or Team Logan, if you are a Gilmore Girl fan? And I think we're all pretty much Team Luke. Some people could be like Team Max, maybe, but really it's Team Luke. Yeah, or Christopher. I guess there are options, but are there really? I don't know. There's a hashtag, which is Evil Countess, which is Lena and Lady Gaga. Ah, interesting. Sissy is Team Jess. Listen, I am Team Jess. And when it comes to Gilmore Girls, I am definitely 110% Team Jess. I liked Dean until you know what part. Never a fan of Logan. My sister, however, she was a Logan fan. I don't know. And your take on the reboot. You loved Max, but Luke is her lobster. Yeah, I know. I loved Gilmore Girls. That was so good. Not a fan of the reboot. Not a fan. Like, I love my characters, I do. But no. Sissy never liked Dean. I liked him in the beginning. I did, until the older Dean stuff. Didn't like that. But Jess. I am definitely Team Jess on that one. Yes, I am. What else? What else are we watching TV-wise? Yeah, you hated the reboot. I'm not a fan of the reboot. You know what reboot I do like? Fuller House. Can we just be real for a second? I loved Full House. I was obsessed with it, and I love Fuller House. And yes, I know it's a little corny, it's a little cheesy, and I am okay with that because it is nostalgia and my childhood given back to me. I love it. Alright, let me know. Are you a fan of Fuller House? And if so, are you a fan of DJ, Stephanie, or Michelle from the original? I am definitely a DJ. And now that she's grown up, I strongly identify with DJ. Just the way it goes. Jess says that she was Logan fan when he matured a little, but not after the reboot. Team Jess. Which works for you, Jess, because Jess is Team Jess. Fun times. Alright, let me know. Let me know, are you a fan of DJ, Stephanie, or Michelle from the original Full House? Or, hey, let's even take this to the next level. Were you drawn to or a fan of Danny, Jesse, or Joey? That's kind of a hard one to choose, huh? I don't know. I loved Becky from Full House. I just did. Fuller House, I haven't watched the recent season, but I want DJ and Steve together. Yes, okay, let's ask that one. Okay, so if you've watched Fuller House, do you want DJ with Steve or Matt? I am definitely Team Steve. My sister was definitely Team Matt. I think I have one cousin who's Team Steve and one cousin who's Team Matt. We had a conversation about this once. I'm definitely Team Steve, though. I might have had a little crush when I was younger. Maybe. Also, he's the voice of Aladdin, so come on. Oh, and that's another great question, because I'm just asking a lot of questions today. Who's your favorite Disney prince or princess? Let me know. Uncle Jesse, duh. Uncle Jesse. He is really fun, isn't he? I did enjoy his storylines. Uncle Jesse. Lots of Uncle Jesse's there. Yep. Oh, such fun. I love that show. I really did. Hey! Okay, so just random, because now I'm just spitballing things here. I heard that they are doing a Sister reboot, and I am just so dang excited, because I love that show. Jess was just going to say that Steve was the voice of Aladdin. Yes, he was. And I totally love the episode where he dressed up like Steve when they were down in Disney. Did I say that wrong? When Steve dressed up like Aladdin when they were down in Disney. I definitely think I said that wrong. Not sure. Go ahead and call me on it. But yes, I'm not even 100% sure I knew the first time I saw that episode, but then it's like, dang, that's hilarious. Oh gosh. But yeah, give me a shout out. Who are your favorite Disney princes or princesses? Yeah, let me know. I am a fan of Flynn Rider and Aladdin and Prince Eric, as far as princes go. And if you've heard me, because I've been saying this a lot, like always, but especially in the last week, I have 5 favorite princesses. I am a big fan of Ariel and Belle and Elsa and Rapunzel, and who did I miss? Hold on. Who did I miss? Jasmine. I'm like, I know there's a 5th one. Which did I say? Because usually I have an order, and I definitely messed up my order right there. Sorry. I did say it wrong, but that's okay. Yeah, but hey, at least I caught myself. And I did get it right, and that's okay. I figured it out. It's all good. So let me know, who's your favorite prince? Who's your favorite princess? I definitely got to go and hang out in Disney a few months ago. I got my pictures taken with a whole bunch of the princes and princesses, and I definitely whipped out my phone and showed it to a couple of little kids the other day, and they were super impressed that I knew all of the princesses, and I got to stand there with all of them, and my hair was longer than most of theirs, and just about as long as Rapunzel's. I was all about that. Alright. So go ahead and let me know who your favorite princes and princesses, and we will chat for a few more minutes. If you've got questions for me, hey, this is a great time to let me know. We can get back to talking about books. We can talk about Disney. We can talk about TV. We can talk about whatever you want, because it's Valentine's Day and it's your day and we are celebrating what you want to talk about. So go ahead and hit me up and let me know what your questions are while we hang out for just a few more minutes, because at some point I actually have to get back to writing because I have to finish a book. In fact, I am so close to finishing this book, I could potentially finish it today. I'm aiming to finish it tomorrow just because I want to give myself a little leeway, and I need to go through and double check everything before I send it to my beta readers. So I'm calling it officially tomorrow, as long as I stay on task today, but I am here hanging out with you guys for a few minutes because I love you and I miss you, and it's been a little while, and it's Valentine's Day, so we are celebrating with our bookish love. I was going to hold up all my books, but they are not in order. And when I say not in order, they are like twisted and not facing the correct direction. There we go. Boom. Ta-da! Alright, let me know. What do you guys want to talk about? Give me a couple of questions if you have them. Tell me what we're talking about. I wonder if this is... Yeah, okay, we're still moving. It stopped moving. I didn't get those comments, and I'm like, did it break? What happened? I don't know. Alright, let me know. Let me know who your favorite bookish boyfriends are, bookish girlfriends, TV boyfriends and girlfriends. I don't even know how that works. I don't think there's a fandom like the book fandom. We're definitely all about the bookish boyfriends and girlfriends and book boos, and I don't even know if that's a word. I definitely made that up earlier, so that's a legit thing. I didn't steal it because I didn't know it existed. I just kind of ran with it. I don't know. Let's find out. Fun times. All right. So, I am super excited because today is Valentine's Day. I absolutely love that I have a bunch of really great bookish boyfriends. And real quick before we go, I do want to give you my favorite qualities of these people. This is not something I had planned, so I'm going to spitball this. Let's see what happens as I try to do this. So, in here we've got my book boyfriend, Spider, and I love his stalker qualities, like he sees something he likes and he doesn't give up on it. Yay! Perseverance. That's a great one. Perseverance. And the ability to annoy the heck out of Muffet. It's kind of the way it goes, right? Let's see. Boom. Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which comes out on the 20th, just a couple days from now. Seriously, just a couple days from now. Royce is awesome, and he is kind of one of those people who wants to go in and save the girl and save the day, and he is, you know, a jock, and he's popular, and everybody loves him, and he's got a fancy car and all of that, and he's a golden knight inside of the virtual reality world. I love Royce because he is so willing to kind of jump in there, even if it's going to cost him a little bit. But he is a little bit on the arrogant side at first. And don't worry, this is not one of those Sleeping Beauties where the damsel's in distress and the man has to come and save her. She can take care of herself, but he's going to help her anyway. It's pretty fun. And there's virtual dragons and evil queens and magicians and villains and all sorts of fun and fabulous things. Check this one out because it comes out in just a couple of days. I'm excited for it. And then we've got Roan Diamond. I'm wrapping up this duology very, very soon. It's coming out very soon. I can't give you the exact date just yet, but it is coming soon. I will be announcing that soon. And I love Roan because once he figures it out, he's very loyal. Okay, so Ron is very, very loyal. Sometimes he's loyal to the wrong people. But once he figures out where he belongs, he is very, very loyal and he takes care of his people. So I do love Roan, even though he's a little slow on the uptake and we kind of have to help him out just a little bit. But I do like Roan. And I know Sissy loves Lucas, so shout out to Smarmy. And then we've got my ultimate book boyfriend, Dove Bear, who I absolutely adore. He is the baby bear to my Goldilocks story, and he is just selfless and genuine and everything that is perfect about this world. According to Yentl, who is not here right now, but will be watching the rebroadcast later, hey boo, he is the reason that we all have such high expectations of men, so fun times there. Plus, he's got perfect hair. Like, he's the Uncle Jesse perfect hair of the book world. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys are having such a wonderful, magical day. Whether you are with a significant other, you're hanging out with your friends and family, or you are hanging out with your book boyfriends and girlfriends, I hope that you just feel all the love today. I absolutely adore you guys. If you need a little extra love and attention, you let me know in those DMs and we will chat. I cannot wait to hear from you guys, and I hope you have the best day. I'm K.m. Robinson, author of the Golden Trilogy, the Jada Duology, the Legends Chronicles, Virtually Sleeping Beauty, and about 10 other things coming out later this year that I can't tell you about just yet, but is coming in the next week or so. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you will come check out k.m.robinsonbooks.com, where I've just opened up my world portals for all of my books, including Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which actually doesn't come out for a few more days. You can get a behind-the-scenes look at all of my characters, you can see fan art, there's videos, there's composite photography that actually shows you the world of each and every one of my series/books, and you can get a deeper look behind the scenes at all of my books over in the world portals on k.m.robinsonbooks.com. You can also hang out with me at k.m.robinsonbooks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, where we're doing surprise live broadcasts and posting photos and doing Bookstagram and doing contests and events and all sorts of fun and fabulous things on my socials, so I hope you will come hang out with me. Even if we don't know each other, go ahead and drop me a line, introduce yourself, because I love making new friends and I want to hear from you guys. So go ahead and reach out, because I would love to be BFFs forever and ever and ever with you on this beautiful, magical Valentine's Day. And let me know what you've got going on, what your Valentine's Day plans are, and what you are hoping to get out of your next bookish Valentine's type read. I didn't quite plan how I was going to say that, but you get the idea. What do you want from your next book relationship? That's a good way to say it. You can also hang out with me over on YouTube, where I rebroadcast all of my live broadcasts, plus extra videos behind the scenes, all sorts of exclusives over on YouTube, and you can hit up blog.k.m.robinsonbooks.com for some of those amazing behind the scenes extras as well. And one more thing, because I'm just going to toss this in here now. Come join me at excerpts.k.m.robinsonbooks.com or newsletters.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. Because that will get you over to my newsletter, where I'm giving away freebies. I am giving away sample chapters of some of my books, and I'm going to be revamping that soon to give away full books, but it's okay, because the full books I'm giving out are currently free right now, like Golden, Along Came a Spider, and They'll Come Home, all free right now. And I might have some new ones in the future that are going to be free, which I hope you will check out as well. So come join me, newsletter.k.m.robinsonbooks.com or excerpt.k.m.robinsonbooks.com to get your hands on copies of those, plus all those exclusive bonuses I only give out in my newsletter. I would love to have you join me. Go ahead and jump over there and join me now, and hit up my DMs if you want to see me give away other exclusive things within this newsletter. I'm always looking for new ideas, and I would love to hear from you guys. You guys have a magical Valentine's Day, and stay inspired. Bye-bye.